Good afternoon, folks. I would like to address all the whiners out there who are bitching and complaining for me not having images on the screen. I would like to make it extremely clear to you that I am absolutely not sorry. For this is not entertainment hour. This is a wake-up call. First, it is never my intent to make you believe what I believe or to degrade you or what you believe. I am merely giving you some of the results of my research. My journey started by finding out that 9/11 was a false flag operation and progressed steadily down the rabbit hole from there. I had to understand what was binding these people like a strong glue. Now, I'm not judging any of this. This is God's place to judge. It is up to you what you do with your soul, for it is none of my business. I have come to understand that for one to be able to have their religion, one must allow everyone else to have theirs, as I believe firmly in the Constitution. This has been at least a 6,000-year plan, and we have had the wool pulled over our eyes for far too long. The Nazis perfectly personified everything that the mysteries stand for, esoterically, that is. You see, all of their symbols have an esoteric and an exoteric meaning, for it is a mystery religion. The exoteric, or outward meaning, is what is meant for us, what the initiates call the profane. They believe we are sheep, merely cattle to be herded. They believe, quote, a nation or world of people who will not use their intelligence are no better than animals who do not have intelligence. Such people are steaks on the table and beasts of burden by choice and consent, unquote. And for the most part, they're absolutely correct. However, they look at us like lawful prey, cattle, and they are justified in whatever they do, as we are merely animals. The esoteric is what is meant for the worthy, self-disciplined, and initiated few. In their words, don't get this confused. They do not print the esoteric. What you read is the exoteric, meant for the profane. They do occasionally print great admissions that are generally weaved within symbolism, which takes great time and study to understand. For example, the movie The Lion King. This religion is known to Christians as Mystery Babylon. Hitler was a believer in this religion, for he was a member of the Thule Society and consulted the Order of the Religion of the Heavens, or astrotheology. The ancient mystery religions are now known as the mystery schools. The Order of the Quest, Freemasonry, the Order of the Rose and Cross, the Knights Templar, the Sovereign and Military Order of the Knights of Malta, the Order of St. John of Jerusalem, the Priory de Sion, the Thule Society, the Skull and Bones, the Russell Trust, the Jason Society, the Scroll and Key, the Illuminati. They have all been known collectively throughout the ages as the mystery schools. The Illuminati, which literally means illumined ones, international socialism, communism, they are all one and the same. These groups collectively believe that the God of the Bible held man prisoner in the Garden of Eden, and that Lucifer, through his agent Satan, set man free from the bonds of tyranny through the impartation of intellect. Through the use of this intellect, man will ultimately become God. Freemasons refer to themselves as builders. Well, what are they building? They're building gods, they're building people, they're building societies. These people believe Christianity to be a perversion of their religion. This is why they hate Christians. If you are a Christian at this moment, I can assure you that you are in greater danger than you can even imagine. There are thousands of different groups of these people, oftentimes appearing to oppose each other in the exoteric world, but always working together in the esoteric world towards what they call the Great Work, or this is merely their phrase for the New World Order. The enslavement of the church, the mob, and the state. They believe different sects and mysteries, and sometimes they have different views, quote, religiously, unquote, if you understand what I'm saying. However, they all commonly believe in what is called the Luciferian philosophy. This is where most of you will get confused. Trust me, it will make sense eventually. The esoteric reality of the Luciferian philosophy is that they do not believe in God. To correctly cover this, we must go back far into the past, to the age of innocence specifically. Something happened in that time. Something happened that brought man out of that state. From a biblical reference, out of the Garden of Eden and into the world. He wasn't innocent anymore. He understood that he was naked. His partner was naked, and he could think. Christians refer to this time as the fall of man. In the mystery schools, they refer to this time of coming out of the age of innocence as the Luciferian philosophy. In the Bible, they talk about the same thing. There is only one difference between the Luciferian philosophy and the fall of man. The only difference is that those who talk about the fall of man believe in God. Whether or not they believe in a Savior, Christians, Jews, Muslims, those who believe in the Luciferian philosophy do not believe in God. In the Bible, we are told that Eve was tempted by Satan to eat of the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. God commanded Adam and Eve not to eat of the fruit of that tree. God said, quote, "If ye do, ye will surely die," unquote. Lucifer, through his agent Satan, told Eve, quote, "God lied to you. He is holding back the fact that you too can become God. But first, you have to eat of the fruit of this tree, and if you do, you shall surely not die, but become as gods," unquote. The mysteries look at this in a different way. Their story is a metaphor. They don't believe there ever was or is a God aside from man himself, and that man has not reached that state yet. This is what they teach in the shadowy lodge rooms, that if you perfect yourself as the temple of God within and become Christed, you too can become God. Ask George H.W. Bush if he still believes he is a god. Each day as he struggles to get himself into his wheelchair and as he watches his body deteriorate even though his flock marches onward toward the soon completion of the great work. This is what they believe. Quote, "Adam and Eve were held prisoner in the Garden of Eden by an unjust, vindictive, and very cruel God, until Lucifer, through his agent Satan, set man free from the Garden of Eden by giving him the gift of intellect. Through the use of this intellect, man will conquer the earth, conquer nature, and will himself become God." Unquote. This is taught in every Masonic temple, every brotherhood, every secret society, and every single occult organization. They all teach the Luciferian philosophy. This entire New World Order, it is all about religion. Whether you are religious or not, it doesn't make any difference. It's all about religion. Whether you believe in God or not, it does not make a difference. It is all a big battle between good and evil. Folks, this is merely an introduction, for we have not even scratched the surface. I hope this has made some sense and has cleared some of these things up. Quite possibly I just confused you more than you already were. But it will come together, it will make sense. And remember, none of this is meant to be an attack on you or any one person's individual religion. I don't have a problem with these people believing this. I have a problem with them using this and their, quote, secret, unquote, knowledge to manipulate a world into doing what they wish unknowingly. I would also bet most people would not be going along with this program had they known. If this New World Order was really what they say it is going to be, a utopia, why all of the secrets? Why all of the lies? Why the deception? Why all of the false flags? Why the fluoride? Why the geoengineering? Why don't they just come out and tell everyone what they're trying to do? The simple fact of this being done in secret is enough for me to know it is not right. And obviously I have thousands of pages of their own documents to support my theories. I am not simply basing this off the fact that this is being done secretly. I hope that you listened and understood exactly what I just told you, folks. Thank you all for watching and taking some time out of your day to watch this video. Please tune into this YouTube channel and help me spread this information. It is the only way we are going to save this country. Good night.